Hello, Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and welcome to my backyard. I've come out early this morning. The sun has just come up. You can't see it though, obviously, because, well, it's pretty overcast today. They're predicting 30-mile-an-hour winds here on the lake, and then thunderstorms. Should be very exciting. I might come out filming again if that does happen, although it probably won't be as spectacular as it is during the summer. Do you remember those videos that I did in the summer where I'm like standing under the I don't know, my little porch thing in the back, and the thunder and lightning is amazing going on. Anyway, it's one of the things that I'm really excited about living here in Florida, in the Tampa area. It's the lightning capital of the United States. So there's only one other place in the world that has more lightning, and I think it's in Uganda or something like that. It's in Africa. So anyway, hopefully there's not too much wind right now. You can hear me okay. Now, I saw the movie last night, The Pirate Bay Away from Keyboard, and it brings up a lot of really good things. If you haven't seen it, at the end of this video, I'll put an annotation to it, and it is a movie about the guys who ran the Pirate Bay, or still run the Pirate Bay, I don't know, and about their struggle with the website that offers all kinds of pirate files to keep it open, and the U.S. government and Hollywood and many other governments all attacking them for copyright violations. And so, anyway, they obviously took issue with them sharing pirated files. The movie is very well done. It is a documentary that is on par with a lot of documentaries that are just very well done. It's something you'd see on HBO, Showtime, something like that. And I'm sure that it'll end up on Netflix sooner or later, but right now it's on YouTube and it's free. So they struggle in there with the rights to share information and what they call freedom of speech. They struggle with this whole thing of, they don't actually house the files themselves. They're using BitTorrent, which by nature, what that does is it allows one computer right here to have a little piece of it, another computer right here to have a little piece of it, another computer here to have a little piece of it. They're not their computers. They're people like you and I that would hook up to it. And then let's say that I were downloading something from there. As soon as I would start connecting up to all these other computers, and I would start grabbing parts of, whatever the file was that I was downloading. Once I've grabbed a little bit of it, then my portion starts sharing back out with other people as well. It offers much faster download speeds, and in fact is a very interesting way of file distribution, but there are issues, like some ISPs actually block this kind of traffic. And I remember back when I was in Portland a couple of years ago, that there was a lot of discussion about Comcast, which is one of the major internet providers here, blocking that kind of traffic and monitoring it. And maybe even if they detect that you are transferring files that are, part of the, is something that's pirated, that they may in fact block off those ports for you. So you don't want to mess around with that stuff because, well, it'll get you in trouble. But anyway, very, very interesting story. I recommend the movie. Oh, by the way, it is subtitled. I believe that they are in Sweden, and so they're not speaking English for the majority of the film. So be prepared to watch the subtitles. I'm not a big fan of subtitle movies because you have to pay so much attention, but I am a fan of a good movie, and if it's worth it, I will. So, I like to multitask while I'm watching something, goofing around on the computer or something while I'm watching. So this brings me to a question from Waldy. And Waldy says, copyrights and piracy. Hey Marky, with all the fuss over piracy, do you think there's major problems with copyright that need to be taken care of? Does piracy cause more harm than gain to the content producers? As far as I'm concerned, piracy can be used to speak out against low quality or otherwise bad content, and may attract more business, etc., etc. Well, I actually got a lot of you that asked, if I had seen the movie and what my thoughts on it were. And this question from Waldy is pretty good, because I have there's a couple of things about copyright and piracy. I have some history with it. One is that many years ago, when before the internet, I used to do a lot of file trading and stuff. We would get together at our local restaurant or whatnot, and we would swap floppy disks of different programs. We'd make copies of them, of different games and such. And a couple people would bring their computers, and we would spend time having pizza, and whatever while we were, transferring all these files. Well, then when the internet came around, we actually had an application, my buddy Tim and I did, that someone stole and then started redistributing it as their own. And that was my first instance of being on the side of having my stuff stolen. And it didn't matter so much the entire circumstances around it, but what really was the issue was that they were taking our stuff without our permission, and they were reusing it in a way we never intended, that we never gave rights to, and that to us was a big issue. That is when you could say I found religion with copyright. I know that many people who, some of the common excuses are, I don't have the money to buy the $600 piece of software. Talking like Adobe, Photoshop or something like that. And, so we'd say, okay, well, we just don't, there's no way I could ever afford that, so I may as well pirate it. I need it, or I'm just messing around with it, or if I like it, I'll buy it, type of thing. And, the truth is that, that whether it is, bits and bytes, or it is, something physical that you put in your hand, that it's theft all the way around. Now, I understand why people do it, because I used to do it. And I understand, what the motivation is, and I understand not having the money to be able to afford to buy these things. But these days, there are so many choices that don't require, going out and pirating something. Like, think of, I used to go searching for music. I would just download all the music that I could get, and then I would go through it, and then I would, keep the ones that I wanted. But these days, my music collection is all legit. I used to buy from iTunes, and then I switched over to Amazon, because Amazon, offers it without DRM. And I really am appreciative of that. There's so many ways now that you can listen to the music. All the songs now that come out these days have YouTube videos, and there's stuff like Pandora or, other services where you can listen to all kinds of music. Pandora is really great because it will, as it learns what you like, it starts giving you more content like that. And you know, so there's other things like Shazam. Have you guys ever used Shazam on your phone? It's a cool application that listens to the music that you're hearing and then tells you what it is. And you know, songs these days, 99 cents, maybe $1.30 at the most, and there's just no excuse for you know, pirating that kind of stuff. Even me right now, you know, I don't have any money right now. I'm literally pretty much broke at the moment. The plight of an entrepreneur, you know, rebooting over and over again. And it, I still wouldn't conceive of, you know, downloading something off of like Pirate Bay or someplace else. So I definitely think that that there's a lot of other alternatives these days, and I think that many of those are in response to, my goodness, these birds are loud. Many of these services are in response to the industry saying, okay, you know, it's not working out with how we've been doing it, and so you know, come up with other creative ways to allow people to get access to the content easier, to you know, but still do you know, ethical business or whatever. So anyway, I guess I just want to say that I'm not gonna get on anybody if they are doing that kind of stuff, but I don't care to converse about it or talk about the cool ways to get the new stuff or anything like that. I prefer to promote that people actually buy the software and everything, because you know, there's a lot of people that make a living on the internet these days, like me, and so you know, and that just brings to mind, you know, it's one other thing I forgot about, that I have a lot of channels that copy my videos. Like, maybe they'll even copy this one, and they put it up on YouTube as their own and add monetization so that they're making money off of my videos. And I don't know how many times I've run into this, probably about 100 times now. I've had my account since 2007. It used to happen a lot more, but now there's content ID matching, and so whenever I put something up that's original, I put it that I own it. And if I wanted to, I could even let it run on other channels, and then I get paid. I haven't done that, but it's a thought. None of the other videos really get enough to worry about. Well, except for there's one. There's one out there that has about 500,000 views. That's one of mine that I don't have on my channel any longer. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So. Waldy, thanks for the question, and so for those of you wanting to watch the Pirate Bay, do so. Click the annotation here on the way out, and you know, maybe I'll just give a, I don't know, where's those birds? Oh, they're all the way over there. Let me see if I can zoom in on those birds while you're clicking on the annotation. Now is your chance. These are the birds that we were just hearing out here. They're my sandhill cranes. Well, they're not mine, but you know. So, yep, they go around, they get some sort of grubs out of the ground and stuff. They'll even walk up to our patios and everything. So, they're out here everywhere. Okay, take care everybody. Bye. If you made it this far in the video, you may as well subscribe. That's what I want you to do. You obviously liked it well enough to watch it this far. So look at this. This is Frostmourne. This is Rune's Magic Sword. This Rune's Magic Sword is one that we're giving away as second prize to one of you subscribers, just for being subscribed. That's all you have to do. Subscribe and accept our messages, or watch our videos where we draw for prizes. So this one is it's a really nice sword. It's signed by some of the American staff for Runes of Magic. And then there's the big boy here. I got it on my shoulder because it's so darn heavy. You know, this sucker is 16 pounds. Look at this. So, it's a two-handed sword here, man. This is a beautiful sword. And we're giving this away when we hit 42,500 subscribers. It could be you. So, just subscribe, that's all you have to do. We'll do videos selecting the winners, and we'll send you a message in YouTube as long as you accept it. Just make sure you accept messages from us. To do that, put us on your contact list. And you just add Marky Dragon to your contact list, and then you'll be able to get messages from us, and you'll have 30 days to get back to us when we send you a message. Or, if we can't message you, you'll just be on video, and you just gotta watch the video and then contact us. So, anyway, if you made it this far, you really should subscribe, and I would appreciate it. So, anyway, that's all.